How to lower your cholesterol, because let's face it, lowering your cholesterol and getting it down to a healthy range significantly improves your overall health and reduces your risk of heart disease and other health complications. It's a question I'm glad you're asking because I'm here to help answer that. I'll give you practical steps you can take right now to lower your cholesterol and get you on track to a healthier life. In this video, you'll learn how to do that by making small changes to your diet and a few lifestyle changes that will give you the cutting edge, so stay tuned till the end. Hi guys, you see Arslan Media, pharmacist here on YouTube, where I help you guys make better and more informed decisions about your health and wellness. So if that's something you're into, be sure to smash that like button below now. It tells YouTube this video is important and also helps others find this video as well. Also, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button too, as well as the notification bell right next to it to stay up to date with new weekly health and wellness videos. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Your cholesterol levels are directly tied to your heart health, which is why it's so important to make sure that they're in a healthy range. Which I'll get into what those ranges are in a bit. But before that, you need to know what the purpose of cholesterol is and why it's in our bodies in the first place. You see, cholesterol is a waxy fatty substance that's found in your body, and for the most part, it travels through your bloodstream. Your body needs a certain amount of it to function properly, like producing estrogen and testosterone, vitamin D, bile acids, which help the body digest fats, but also produces all that it needs. It travels through your body with what's called lipoproteins, which are soluble proteins that transport fats through the body. And you may have heard of good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, carries cholesterol to your body's tissues and blood vessels. If your body has too much LDL, it deposits the extra amount along the walls of your blood vessels, putting you at risk of a heart attack and stroke, which is what we want to avoid completely. High density lipoprotein, or HDL, also called good cholesterol, takes the extra cholesterol from your tissues and blood vessels back to your liver, where it's removed from your body and stored safely. HDL helps protect you from heart disease, so unlike LDL cholesterol, the higher the levels of HDL, the better. Up on the screen here, you can see what those ranges of LDL, HDL, as well as triglycerides should be in the body. Now, for the most part, you won't feel the symptoms of having high cholesterol. That's why it's so important to have it checked regularly. In fact, the American Heart Association recommends adults have their cholesterol checked every 4 to 6 years, starting at age 20. More frequent checks may be needed too, so check in with your doctor to see what is appropriate for you. Most cardiologists will agree that you can lower your cholesterol levels by up to 20% through dietary and lifestyle changes alone, but that can vary depending on the person. What are those dietary and lifestyle changes, you might ask? I've broken down the diet portion into 4 steps. So now let's begin. Number 1, stay far away from trans fats. Trans and saturated fatty acids, which people commonly refer to as trans fats, are unsaturated vegetable fats that have undergone an industrial process called hydrogenation, which makes them a solid at room temperature. Food manufacturers love trans fats because they're relatively inexpensive and long lasting. These include margarine, vegetable shortening, partially hydrogenated vegetable oils, fried foods, and certain processed and pre-packaged foods. Although public pressure has forced the food industry to phase out trans fats for good because of how harmful they are, they haven't disappeared entirely. So please scrutinize those labels on food packages before putting any in your shopping cart. If you see partially hydrogenated in the list of ingredients, chuck that thing as far as you can. Just kidding, put it back gently where you found it. Number 2, eat less saturated fats. Saturated fats, which come primarily from animal products, aren't exactly heart healthy, but it's all right to eat them in small amounts. The AHA recommends that saturated fat should only represent about 5 to 7% of a person's daily calorie intake. So for a 2,000 calorie diet, that's around 140 to 200 calories, or 16 to 22 grams of saturated fats a day. Saturated fats are found in red meat, pork, chicken with the skin on, butter, cheese, and other dairy products. Also, not to forget to mention, cooking oils like palm oil or coconut oil contain them too. So if you can, try to switch them to a cooking oil with mostly monounsaturated fats, olive oil being a good one. Also on this note, many red meats are high in saturated fats, which raise LDL cholesterol levels. So I recommend, if you're doing chicken, choosing skinless chicken or skinless turkey more often, and avoid processed meats like these guys. You can also try working more fish into your diet, since fish are low in saturated fats, and many also contain omega-3 fatty acids, which benefit your heart health and can boost your good HDL cholesterol levels. Now let's get on to the third thing to adjust. Number 3, add in more monounsaturated fats or MUFAs. Vegetables, nuts, and fish are rich in monounsaturated fats. These fats take the form of liquids at room temperature. A great source can be found in avocados, nuts such as almonds, peanuts, seeds, vegetable oils such as olive, peanut, sesame, and sunflower oils. Studies show us that eating foods rich in monounsaturated fats instead of saturated fats improves blood cholesterol levels, which can decrease your risk of heart disease and may also help decrease the risk of type 2 diabetes. Number 4, add in more polyunsaturated fats or PUFAs. Polyunsaturated fats are potentially even better than monounsaturated fats. In one study, replacing foods high in saturated fat with polyunsaturated fat sources reduced the risk of heart disease by 19%. You can find polyunsaturated fats in walnuts, fish such as salmon, tuna, and trout, plant oils such as soybean, corn, and sunflower oils. They all contain them too. And lastly, number 5, get enough fiber. Soluble fiber can reduce the absorption of cholesterol into your bloodstream. There are 2 types of fiber, soluble and insoluble. While both are important for your health, soluble fiber is the one that helps you lower cholesterol levels. It dissolves in water to form a gel which moves slowly through the intestines. On its way out of your body, it grabs up fat, dietary cholesterol, bile salts, and sugar. Once it's excreted, they are no longer available in your body to build up more cholesterol. Even as low as 5 to 10 grams or more of soluble fiber a day is enough to kickstart decreasing LDL cholesterol. To paint the picture, 1 serving of a breakfast cereal with oatmeal or oat bran provides 3 to 4 grams of fiber. If you add fruits such as banana or berries, you'll get even more fiber and can start benefiting there. That sums up the diet part. Weed out trans fats and minimize saturated fats and add in MUFAs and PUFAs as well as fiber. Now let's move on to the next important element that you need to lower your cholesterol with, and that is exercise. You see, not being physically active can contribute to higher LDL levels and lower HDL levels, which we don't want. So I can't stress this enough. I need you all to try to get enough physical activity. Moderate physical activity can help raise your good cholesterol. So with your doctor's okay, work up to at least 30 minutes of exercise 5 times a week or vigorous aerobic activity for 20 minutes 3 times a week. Adding physical activity even in short intervals several times a day can help you begin to lose weight and help you reach better cholesterol targets. So here are some things you could do. Taking a brisk daily walk during your lunch hour, riding your bike to work, or playing a favorite sport. Hiking has been one of my favorite things to do lately, so let me know in the comments what keeps you physically active. And as far as other lifestyle changes, quitting smoking is a huge one because within a year of quitting, your risk of heart disease is half that of a smoker. Also, there's benefits to drinking in moderation and getting down to a healthy weight. All these play a tremendous role in preventing heart disease and controlling cholesterol levels. Sound like a lot to take on? Don't be intimidated. Bringing down your high cholesterol doesn't have to mean changing your life completely. Rather, start with changing your mindset. Instead of moving away from things, you're moving towards new habits that will help you create a healthier and more enjoyable future. I know that some people are genetically programmed to make more cholesterol in the body than others, so diet and exercise may not be enough for some based on their level of cholesterol and the global risk for heart disease as well. So medications are essential when it comes to overall management of cholesterol, which your doctor will go through these additional steps with you. And while some people do need medication, medications are not a substitute for healthy lifestyle changes. The 2 elements work together to protect you and support your overall health and wellness. Now I want to hear from you. Was this video helpful? Did you learn anything new? Like the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to stay on board with all my other weekly health and wellness videos. Thanks for sticking to it all the way till the end, and I'll see you guys on the next one.